Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, your girl Brittany, and today I have a tutorial on this super cute accordion tote file folder. Well, let me flip that up. File folder accordion tote. Happymail. Happymail accordion tote. You know what? I'll figure it out. Anyways, this was Pinterest inspired, and if I can find it again, I'll have that post down below in the description box. And it's so stinking cute. I love it. I just thought it was a super fun way to send happy mail. And of course, you know, I'm in the Christmas in July spirit, so this is my little Christmas tote. So here we have this cute little rosette that I made, a little bow. I shared these on my Instagram stories, and it has a Velcro closure. When you open it up, it is accordion style, so that way anything that you have of dimension, you still have the ability to put it inside and it won't make it all awkward fitting. And then, like as an example, I have these little file folders that I made and these cute little flower embellishments. These are the new Cocoa and Reno dies for the month of July, and it's so cute. They remind me of poinsettias, so I thought it was absolutely perfect. And then it just goes in the little folds like that, and you just close her up, and boom, so stinking cute. So if you want to see how I made this, stay tuned. And the only difference is from what you see now from the video is I added some bling on to my handles, and I also added feet. So in the video I didn't do that, but this is the finishing touch, and I absolutely love it, and I hope you guys will too, so stay tuned for that video. Alright, so to make this, you're going to need a few things, and don't worry about writing everything down because I will have the measurements down below in the description box. But you will need 4 sheets that measure to be 4.5 by 12. Then you're going to need one that measures to be 5 3/8 by 12. Then you're going to need a piece for your closure, and this is going to be 5 by 1 3/4. And then you're going to need 2 pieces for your straps, and it depends on how long you want to have it. I tried it out with 12 inches and it seemed a little too long, so I had this at 9 inches in length. So 2 strips, 1 by 9, but you can be the judge on how long you want your straps to be. And then you are going to need 4 sheets that measure 5 by 5, and these are going to be your pieces that go into your accordion file folder. That, I mean, you don't, this isn't necessary, but if you want to put embellishments in and have like a cute little file folder dealy, and then like have your embellishments like on there so they can pull it out, that's what that is for. So first, taking your 4.5 by 12, you're going to do it on the 12-inch side on your scoreboard, and you're going to score at 3 5/8, or sorry, you're going to score it at 3 and then 8 3/8, and you're going to do that to all 4 of them. I've already have 3 of them done already, so I'm just going to go ahead and just put that to the side. And then while we still have the scoreboard out, you can go ahead and take that 5 3/8 by 12, and we're going to score it at 4 3/4 and at 7 1/4. And that's really all the scoring you have to do. Oh, well, for your closure piece, that 5 by 1 3/4 on the 5-inch side, you're going to score it at 1 1/2 and at 3 1/4. Alright, now we're done with the scoreboard. Let's go ahead and put that away. And we're going to start with the actual little pocket pieces first. And so, like I said, I already have 3 of them done. You're going to take it and just varnish your score lines. And then here you go ahead and use your adhesive. You can either use your ATG tape, score tape, white glue, hot glue, whatever your heart desires. I'm going to use my ATG for this one. And then you're just going to line it up, making sure that it's even. And then crease onto that. And I'm going to do that to the rest of them. Now that we have all 4 pieces put together, we're going to, I like lining it up from the places where you did your fold. And I'm going to take my wet glue. I'm using my Brilliant Arts Precision Kraftz glue. And I'm going to kind of go roughly in that middle. And just bring my glue all the way down. And I'm going to take one of my sheets and I'm going to match it right on top. So making sure that it is even and matching it right on top. And we're going to do that for the rest of them. Right. So now you have something that should look like this. So when you pull it apart, it has that faux accordion. So now we're going to take that 5 3/8 by 12 inches and we're going to go ahead and varnish our score lines. And then on one side, again, you can use glue, hot glue, your ATG tape. I'm going to do my ATG and my wet glue, and I'm going to go about 1/2 inch in on both sides, and then a few more going down the center. And then I'm going to add my glue. So now you're going to take your piece, you're going to sit it up, because it's not going to meet all the way to the top. So you're going to sit it up, making sure that the sides are lined up. It's more important to have your sides lined up versus your top. And then you're just going to push it all in. And then I'm going to take my bone folder and rub it all together, make sure it's all adhered. And the reason why I did my glue more in the center versus all over is because when you get the accordion feel, if you have it all the way to the end, this one won't expand as far because it'll take the front like this instead of kind of like letting it expand. So now I'm going to do the same thing. So about 1/2 inch, and this is the back side. And I'm going to add my glue. Now this one's going to be a little bit tricky because we have this gap right here. So you're going to sit it up and expand your folder. Again, making sure you match it on the sides. And then you're going to take your bone folder, go inside that pocket, and make sure you get a good crease down. Make sure it's all adhered. There. And that is the base part of the little tote so far. So I like the idea of the accordion because you can go ahead and fit any dimensional pieces in there, so that would be extremely great. So before we go to the handles and everything, we're going to work on the file folder pieces. Now I did a tutorial doing a card and showing how to do the little file folder parts, but I will do it again. And I have mine going in the opposite direction, so I have it go left, right, left. So I'm going to show you how to do it so it can go on the other side. So if you want to grab your envelope punch board, and you're going to take your pattern piece and have it face down, and then you're going to line it up at 1 3/4 and punch. And then I'm going to take it to the back so I can round that corner as well. And that is it. Now I'm going to take my paper trimmer, or you can use a scissor. And I'm going to line it from the top, and I'm going to put it where my blade will go, so I know kind of like when it'll stop. Take it slow. And there we go. That's it. So now when you put it in your little purse, you have it going one way. Actually, that was my back one. So now you have your alternating pieces for your little files when you open them up. So now I'm going to go ahead and work on the straps and the closure. So with this, you don't have to worry about rounding the ends, but I want to. So I'm going to use my crocodile, and on my 1/4 inch side, I'm just going to round the corners, and then do that to the other part. So this is the closure piece, this is your center piece, and we're just going to fold on those score lines. And again, you can either use your wet glue or hot glue, or whichever, and depending on whatever paper that you use, you want to determine what's your front and which is your back. And I'm going to add, so for that first little square there, I'm going to add my glue. And there's no real science to it, you can just eyeball it. And I'm just going to take it where my score line hits. I'm going to hit that edge of the top there of the tote. Grab that in. And then here, you can choose how you want to close your tote. So if you want to use Velcro, if you have snaps or anything like that, this is the time to go ahead and do that. So my first prototype, I used snaps, and then this time I think I'm going to go ahead and use Velcro, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my little Velcro pieces, so I'm just going to put it together here. And then the part where it has the rough teeth, I'm going to put that on the top part. And then you don't want to close it like this. You don't want your bag to close like this. You want there to be that space. So that's why it was scored at where it's scored. So again, you're going to have your score line for your closure meet that edge of your tote, and you're just going to press down. Make sure that's all adhered, and then there we go. Alright, so now we're going to take our straps, and you can just go ahead and curl it or whatever. You can use your bone folder or your tools to prep your curls. And I'm just going to take a little bit of hot glue and go a little bit towards the edge. And then I'm going to go on the outside. There. And then I'm going to add some hot glue again. And I'm going to turn it this way and adhere it on. And then I'm going to do that same exact thing on the other side. So I had a little oopsie. I actually did my handles a little too far to the edge than I wanted, and of course it messed up the paper. So trick to that, this is why washi tape can be your friend. I just used some coordinated washing tape to cover up my little oopsies of the pieces that had teared, and then I had added my straps to where I wanted it to be. So yeah, you want to go in maybe about a 1/2 inch from the edge. I don't know what I was thinking, because again, remember I originally had it at 12 inches in length when I did my prototype, so totally forgot that I shortened it up, so my bad. Anyways, as I was saying before, we are going to go ahead and, or I'm going to go ahead and add on the strap to the back. And voila, there we have this cute little accordion tote, and then from here you can go ahead and decorate it any way that you want to. So Like I have one of these cute little present bows that I made using a bow die. And I'm probably gonna add that there, or add bling on the handles or whatever. So I'm gonna play around with a few things so I can give you guys a little bit of an example here. And there is my finished accordion file folder tote. So stinking cute. So this is an embellishment that I had made. Have a little wooden deer, and I have one of those little Santa hats on top with some presents. It says Merry and Bright. And then I have my bow, and then you open it up. Again, like when you pull it, oops, it expands. And then I also put some embellishments on file folder to give you an example of how it is to look. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. I hope you give it a shot. And if you do, don't forget to tag your girl over on Instagram, because I would love to see what you came up with. And until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.